Good morning, students. This is Sir Shashi here. How are you? I hope all of you must be fit and fine. So, today I am going to teach you biology, which comes under your science section. Science subject and physics, chemistry, biology. Three parts are there in your science subject. So, today I am going to teach you biology. So, this is your first chapter, sources of food. Okay, this is your sources of food. In this chapter, we are going to study in what way food help us, then what is the definition of food, how we can define the food, then different types of different varieties of food in different states. So one by one, we are going to look at into that. So just look at here. All living organisms, including human beings, need food in order to stay alive. The food we eat helps in the following ways. Okay, so all of you know that whether it is human being, whether it is animal or any organism in this world, each organism, each living being, every living being in this world need food to survive, isn't it? So in what way food help us? In different way food help us. It provides energy to our body. It provides energy to our body. If you will not eat the food, will you get the energy in your body to do anything? You will feel energyless. You will not able to do anything, isn't it? So it provide energy to our body. Then it helps in growth and repair worn out tissues. Means suppose if you get injured, isn't it? If you get injured, then what happens? The food help us to repair the tissues, isn't it? Worn out tissues means if you get injured, then what happens? Your tissues worn out, your tissues get damaged. So the food help us to repair all those tissues, and it also help in growth. Then it protects us from our body from disease. So when you fall sick, if you fall sick, what happens? The doctor suggests you to eat nutritious food, nutrients, the foods which are full of nutrients. Why? So that you can recover properly from the disease. So food also helps in recovering us from the disease. Okay, so in what way food help us? So the food help us, it provide us energy. It provide us energy in our body. Then it helps in growth and repair worn out tissue, is protect us our body from disease. So all 3 points we have discussed. Okay, so in what way food help us? These are the 3 points. Got it? Now, definition of food means how can you define food? Food is a substance which, when taken, digested and absorbed, provides materials for activity. What does it mean? Means when you take the food inside your body and it is being digested, then it provides material to your body. Means it provides the materials, or you can say energy, to do the activity. Earlier also we have seen. Then growth. If you will not eat properly, you will not able to grow properly. Means you can take the example of two children who are, one child who is getting proper food and one child who is not getting proper food. So what's happening? The child who is getting proper food will grow properly, and the child who is not getting proper food will not able to grow properly, isn't it? Now repair, just now I have told you, repair worn out tissues means if you get injured, your tissues cells are damaged, then food help us to repair all those tissues. Then also help in reproduction. Then it is also important for lactation of milk, means mother, the lactation of milk by the mother so that the child can be fed. The newborn babies can be fed by the milk of the mother. Then this regulation of life process and resistance to disease. What do you mean by that? Means it protects us from different types of disease. So the person who is not taking proper food and nutrients, what happens? She regularly falls sick. And the person who is taking regular proper nutrients and food, they are protected from disease. Resistance means they are being protected from disease. Now can you tell me, from where do we get the food? What are the sources of food? Sources means from where do we get. So both plant and animal both are the sources of food. From plant only, whatever food grains we are eating, all those are obtained from, suppose you are eating rice, then rice plant, from there only you get the rice. You are eating any fruit, then suppose mango, then from mango trees you obtain. Apple, from apple plant you get the that one. Then banana. So all those fruits, vegetables, and suppose you eat mutton, chicken, then animals, you get the milk from animals. And all the sweets are made from what? Sweets are made from milk. So various types of sweets are made from milk only. And from where do we get milk? Milk we get from the animals, cows, buffaloes, isn't it? So what are the sources of food? Plants and animals. This you have to remember, that we get the food from where? From plants and animals. So from wherever we get the food, we call it as source. Means plants and animals are the sources of food. So from this para, two questions can be arrived. One is definition of food. So you'll definition from here, this whole part up to here, process and resistance to disease. Okay. So what is the definition of food? This whole part you'll write. Then what are the sources? Two questions can be arised from here. One is definition of food, then another one is what are the sources of food. So both plants and animals are the sources of food. Okay. Now come to this part, food varieties. Okay, so in Jharkhand we eat different types of food. If you'll go to South India, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, you'll get different types of food, isn't it? What kind of food? Idli, dosa, vada, chips, coconut chutney, buttermilk. Then if you'll go to Gujarat, then in Gujarat you'll get different types of food: shira, khakra, shrikand, then sprouted beans, etc. If you'll go to West Bengal, that is Bengali food, you'll get there rasagulla, malai curry, bhapa ilish, and different more types of foods you'll get. Okay. If you'll get Punjab, then Punjabi food you'll get sarson di saag, the makke di roti, and sarson di saag. So all these are the varieties of food we get in different states of our country. Okay. So this part, from here one question can be arise, that what are the food varieties of different states of India. So you can write the different states of India: South Indian food, then Bengali food, Gujarati food, Punjabi food. You can write our Bihar and Jharkhand, the varieties of food we get in Bihar and Jharkhand. Okay. Now there is one term, autotroph. What do you mean by that? So simply autotroph means what? All the plants and trees, they are considered as what? Autotrophs. Why autotrophs? Autotrophs means they make their own food. They don't have to depend on others. do they have to depend on animals for their food? They prepare their food with the help of sunlight, then water, and various types of minerals. So they are called as So once again I am telling you, what do you mean by autotrophs? Autotrophs are the living organism who makes or who prepare their food on their own, like plants and trees. They prepare their food with the help of sunlight, water, and mineral, and that process is called as what? That process is called as photosynthesis. Okay, so what is autotrophs? Autotrophs are the living organism who prepare their food on their own with the help of water, sunlight, and minerals, and that process is called as what? Photosynthesis. So you can write what is autotrophs. Now heterotrophs. What do you mean by heterotrophs? We the human beings are heterotrophs. Why? Because we have to depend on plants as well as animal. All the animals and human beings also. Look at here, line is dependent on other animals, flesh of the other animals. This is the kangaroo. This kangaroo is dependent on the plant for their food. So we the human beings as well as all the animals are heterotrophs. Why? Because they have to depend on others for their food. They cannot prepare their food. Can lion prepare their food? No. Can kangaroo prepare their food? No. Can we prepare our raw food? Can we make on our own the rice? We have from rice plant we obtain the rice and we consume. Can we prepare apple? No. We can plant the apple, then from the apple plant we can get the apple. We can we prepare mango? We cannot prepare mango. From trees, mango trees, we get the mango. Can we prepare milk? We cannot prepare milk. We get milk from cows and buffaloes and different animals. So we are dependent as well as all the animals. They are dependent on others for their food. So they are called as what? Heterotrophs.
All living organisms need chemical energy, and depending on how they acquire it, they are divided into two groups. Plants are self-feeders. They make their own organic molecules from inorganic molecules. Heterotrophs are unable to make their own food and are dependent on the compounds produced by other organisms. Plants and algae are autotrophs, while most bacteria, all fungi and animals are heterotrophs. Plants and algae are able to absorb solar energy and transform it into chemical energy. This process is called photosynthesis. Chemical energy acquired in this way is then used to produce carbohydrates.
So just now you have seen the video that about the autotrophs and heterotrophs. So here also you can see among all the living organism only green plants are autotrophs. Means plants and trees are autotrophs. Why? Because they make their own food. Because they can make their own food. They don't have to depend on others. Isn't it? And with the help of what they make their food? With the help of sunlight, then water and minerals. Minerals, from where do they get minerals? From the soil. In the soil different minerals are present. Okay, so what are autotrophs? Autotrophs are the living organism who can make their own food and they don't have to depend on others. Whereas what is heterotrophs? So what is heterotrophs? So you can see animals and human beings are heterotrophs. Why? Because they depend on plants and other animals for food. Isn't it? Just I told you, I have explained you that plants and animals have to depend on other animals, other organism for their food. That's why they are called as heterotrophs. So I hope this is clear to you and you'll able to write the answers whatever we have discussed today. Okay, so I'll give you the questions. What questions you have to complete, I'll give you. So study well, and if you don't understand, once again watch the video, you can understand everything. Okay, see you in the next class. Thank you.